my dear students, they are going to revise one of the most important skills in English writing, which is going to be writing. Of course, this revision is going to be for grade 9. This is the final revision. Before you write a paragraph, you have to think of 5 steps. These 5 steps, the first one is going to be rewriting, the second drafting, then you have to revise, the fourth one is going to be editing, and of course the last one is going to be publishing, which is going to be the final writing. If we are going to speak about the first one, which is rewriting, in which you have to brainstorm all the ideas that you have in your mind about this topic. You have to collect all the information you know about this topic. Read the given example or the given topic slowly and make a list of everything you can think of related to that topic. Our topic, for example, is going to be your city, speak about your city. We are going to use a kind of graphic organizer in which you make your writing easy and keep track of the information during brainstorming. This is an example of web organizers for a paragraph about your city. When you think about your city, what words you can think at the first time? If I think about my city, maybe I think about parks. What else? Streets. Of course, people, shopping centers like buildings. Of course, we have buildings. Okay. If you remember, now we have 5 words. Remember? Now I'm going to go to the second step, which is drafting. Now start writing. Make sure that you get all of your ideas down. And don't worry about mistakes yet in this step. When the draft is finished, read over your writing. Decide what works and what doesn't. The next step is going to be revising. You have to revise what you have thought about. Try to make changes if needed. You can add or remove information to the paragraph. Don't worry about spelling or grammatical errors at this time. In this step, which is called editing, now it's time to correct any mistakes, spelling, tense, or punctuation. Publishing, as we said, is going to be the final. In this stage, make a final, perfect copy of your writing. Now that you know all about the steps, here is a writing sample about your city. If you remember what are the 5 words we mentioned about the city, I'll tell you about them again. Parks, streets, people, shopping centers, and patterns. Let's try to make a sentence about each one. You begin to write the first draft. If you think about your city, you can say, I live in a big city, of course, called Al-Khur. So, you can say, I live in a big city called Al-Khur. When you are going to speak about Al-Khur, don't say Al-Khur again, because it's going to be a repetition. You have to say, it is a modern city. This is going to be a supportive sentence for the topic sentence, the first one. Then, we mentioned parks. Let's think of a sentence about parks. You can say there are many parks, or people can relax and have fun in the parks. You remember the second word was streets. Yeah, streets are large. You can say they are clean, or streets are clean, or they are well organized. Don't forget. Don't say the word streets in the 3 sentences. You have to say the first one, streets, then you say they are there. Okay? There are many shopping centers. Of course, we are going to speak about the shopping centers. Or you can say people go shopping there. You remember another word? It was what? Buildings. Yeah. There are many buildings such as hospital, post office, schools, and so on. You can play games in the youth club. This is a sentence. I'm speaking about what you are going to do in the building or in the world you have thought about. Then you can say another sentence, what we can say. Yeah, you can say you can watch football matches in the stadium. Okay? Another word was people. What do you think about the people here? I'm speaking about the people, not about the students, not the people, about you. Of course, the people here are friendly and helpful. Or you can say they are generous. Now, we are going to go to the last step, which is editing. If you remember, you are going to have the sentence, which is going to be separate sentences. Let's remember. You remember them? Of course. The first one was, I live in a big city called Qa'ud. It is a modern city. The second sentence, there are many parks where people can relax and have fun. You remember the third one? Yeah? In my city, streets are clean and large. I remember the fourth one. There are many shopping centers where you can go shopping. The fifth sentence, you remember? Yeah, it was about the building, exactly. There are many buildings, such as hospital, post office, schools, stadiums, and so on. When you are going to speak to people, you remember? People are friendly and helpful. If you notice here, we got two sentences. If you remember, if you notice here, we got two words in the same sentence. The last one is going to be publishing. This is the final paragraph. Let's try to read the final paragraph that you have already thought about and you have already read. The final paragraph, I live in a big modern city called Qa'ud. In my city, there are many big buildings such as schools, hospitals, post office, and so on. There are many parks where people can relax. Also, there are many shopping centers where you can go shopping with your family or friends. Besides, in Qa'ud, you can find a stadium and a youth club. I usually go there with my friends. We can play mini games and have fun. People are friendly and helpful in Qa'ud, and you can conclude the paragraph, I like this city very much, or any sentence that you want to write. I'd like to thank you very much for listening, and I hope to get the most benefits from this episode of writing, and with me and Mr. Khalid in the next episode, inshallah, with another skill which is going to be reading. Thank you.